On behalf of the Minister of Justice, the Honorable Edson Kilidombo, and his Justice Ministry, I want to sincerely welcome you to the ceremony this afternoon. Today is a historic day, as I said, for the country of St. Martin and also for the Justice Ministry, as today, in the presence of all of you, the Honorable Minister of Justice will unveil the official name of the building which has been recently purchased and which will house numerous departments within the Justice Ministry. And saying that, and for that purpose, I am inviting all of the guests, all of you, to accompany the Minister to the front of the building where the official unveiling of the signage will take place. And once we do that, we will return, we will re-enter the building where we will continue our program.
It gives me great pleasure, of course, to be here at another event to mark another milestone in the development of this center. It was just over a week ago that we were here to do the inauguration of the building and to announce some of the things that were going to take place here. Today we are here to unveil, which we just did, the name of the building, of the facility, and part of it will house the camera, the brain of the camera project that was inaugurated as well about 2 weeks ago in Phillipsburg. The dogs, we will see just now the inauguration of the K9 Brigade, and we've had quite some discussions in the Council of Ministers in which I was telling the Minister, actually you are adding officers to the force. It should not just be seen as, we are purchasing some dogs, but these are officers, they're trained, they will be certified, they need housing, they need insurance, they need food and medication, just like any other officer on the force would be. The only thing is that we are not putting them on the payroll in the sense that every month they're going to get a 5,000 or 6,000 guild a dollar paycheck. But it is important that we have reached to this level of our development of our police organization, whereby we are growing from 1 or 2 dogs that we have had to now expand with an additional 5 new officers. Because when you keep referring to them as, as dogs, people would say, something is going to the dogs, or you're treating me like a dog. But in this case, the focus of dog is on something that brings advancement, that brings a new dimension to the police force on St. Martin. It is bad news for some people because now with greater accuracy and with a greater speed, drugs can be detected, weapons can be detected. If there is a search for cell phones, I believe also, there too, the unit can be very helpful. So the investment is one that we are proud that we were able to assist the Minister of Finance collectively as Council of Ministers to find the financing for the purchase and the training, and now let's say this inauguration phase, but realistically as well, there has to be a continuity to keep them as strong and fit officers of the force.
So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys today. I have had the opportunity to work with different ministers of justice in St. Martin the last 7 years. And I remember as St. Martin was born, 10-10-10, the minister in those days was Minister Yacoba. Someone was very dedicated to fighting crime and dealing with all the challenges you face on your island. But one thing we have promised each other from the beginning of the new islands in the Dutch Caribbean is that we would join forces and we work together to make these islands safer islands for all of us. Your acting governor was born in Aruba, and many of the different other politicians, members of parliament, and ministers I've met were also born in Aruba. So it's kind of a natural way of doing things. We feel that we're working with St. Martin, and being here is like being at home. So I think you definitely count on the continued support of Aruba, and Aruba also do count on the continued support from St. Martin, because I must also mention that St. Martin also cooperates with us when that's necessary, and the same thing comes for Curacao and the different other islands. I'm not going to take a lot of time, and you guys know I'm a politician, it's campaign time, but it's not my platform, it's not my ground to campaign, so I will keep it short. But in the case, I think I can be as proud as you guys are today that you're adding new officers, canine officers to your force, but also new hondenverleiders who will be guiding these dogs while doing their service. I've met one of you, and actually I'm sitting here, a very proud young man a few years ago, and he is still going strong. Happy to see him present here today. We were there at the beginning, and we hope to be able to continue this cooperation and be on this journey with you guys. We know that together we have a community to protect. We have a larger community that comes visit all our islands from different parts of the world. We visit each other's islands, so it's of all, I think, benefit for all of us to be able to make the Justice Department as strong, even stronger than we are today. I congratulate the Minister of Justice, the government of St. Martin, the court chef, for his tremendous efforts also to get things done. I think I'm seeing the director, maybe left, also from Douane, prison president also, guys that I've met in the past and all are very committed to make and keep your island safe. Congratulations once more, and those receiving their certification in a while, congratulations. Dick van Lenen, who has been here, and I was just checking if he's coming back. He told me he loves St. Martin very much, but he's going to be leaving St. Martin on Friday. I'm sure that anytime you guys need him, he will be willing and able to come back to St. Martin, and I do hope that we can continue the cooperation on the different islands with you guys also to maintain the quality of the services that you guys will be giving. Congratulations.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEB.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000, get us real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem.
Fast forward 2 years to today, and not only am I here and able to collect my own shirt, but I am here to declare the glory of God. My God, last night I returned from Miami where I had my final port flush, and I have been declared officially in remission and cancer-free. That's the kind of God that I serve. He determined who I am, where I go, and I know who I am because of him. And all the glory goes right back to him. Okay, now that I get that, who know me know I can't keep a secret, and it was really difficult not sharing that with everybody. So I could finally breathe. Ambassador Alicia, that's the secret I wanted to tell you, but had to hold it down. Mommy and Tata, Boshti, thank you for your constant support. Up to and until Miss Diane's prayer, I have to admit, it was difficult for me to determine how I'm going to campaign this election. I was frustrated, I was upset, embarrassed to be a part of the shenanigans of our parliament and our irresponsible candidates elect. But after that prayer, I realized that sometimes, well, actually a lot of times, I am forced to be humbled. I'm not necessarily the quickest listener. I'm working on it. But you have to realize, or at least I have to realize, and even in giving God glory and saying I know who I am, that everything happens for a reason, and he allows certain things to happen for his great will and for his order, not mine. It is not for me to understand, and I need to sometimes stop questioning so much. So instead of being frustrated and instead of being upset, I have decided, just sitting right there, that I will now change to getting on the gearing up campaign attitude and start encouraging all to go out and vote. Encouraging you not to lose hope. Go out and vote. Many people are saying they are not interested in voting anymore. And while I understand, because for a little while I too felt the same frustration. But instead of that, I think what has to happen, because we cannot afford to lose hope. We cannot afford to give up. Instead, what I would like you to join the UP party team in doing is educating our people on exactly how important it is to go out and elect responsible, selfless politicians to represent you in our parliament. Be mindful of whose name you put that word honorable before. Be responsible and accountable for your actions come September 26th when you go into those voting polls and into that booth. Yes, hold your elected officials accountable, but it is time that we start to understand that it is a two-way ship. There is no way that the elected officials can do it without the people. You cannot ask for one thing and expect that you are not going to do your part. If we do not take pride in this country, if we do not take pride in the reasons why we vote and how we vote, we are going to face many more problems.
can't afford what you crave, life just gets so good. KFC, so good for everyone.
These are the doors that never close. These are the hands that make a difference. These are the walls that could tell countless stories of helping and healing, of storms weathered, of change and growth, of a place where life begins, where hearts are mended, and where hope grows stronger. For more than a quarter of a century, the physicians, medical professionals, and staff of St. Martin Medical Center have combined advanced medical technology and compassionate care to bring a world of medicine to our friends, neighbors, and visitors to the island of St. Martin we all call home. As proud as we are of what we have accomplished, we believe there is still much work to do to continue a proud tradition of providing everyone in our community with the latest technology, the best medicine, and the most exceptional care. St. Martin Medical Center, celebrating 25 years of serving, caring, healing.
Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Bob, I can understand why you're parking so carefully. Of course, when you can get 80% discount on your Be Sure car insurance. But that's overdoing it, Bob.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
For the first time, be on time with the budget 2017, and of course, that it is balanced. Everybody's scrambling at the moment with the various elements that have to appear in the budget and that meets the requirements of the law. It has been a struggle economically, not only here, but worldwide. Things have not been as we had expected them to be. If I take the United States of America, where initially, beginning of this year, there was an expectation of an economic growth of 3.5%, which was reduced later on by the pundits or by the experts to 2.5%. And now, lately, today, you hear that it's going to be their projection for GDP growth this year will be a meager 1%. In that kind of environment, and it concerns matters that we do not control, but it does translate into people having disposable income, curtailing on travel plans, and basically the only product that we sell is tourist services. So you get that being somewhat under pressure. Nevertheless, we are still very hopeful that our balanced budget can be produced for 2017, and that the projections that we have for 2016 will also end up balanced.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Privilege and an honor to be here, standing with all of you here in St. Martin today. I thank you all for coming out and filling those seats, for there is encouragement. You are the ones who are part of this encouragement. The reason why I took my hat off is because I salute St. Martin. Growing up on this island, you have to earn your respect. Everywhere you go a turn, we knew nothing but respect. Being here for a particular period of time, living among all of you, and seeing our respect go to pieces, I'm saying no, people. We have to take our respect back. And the only way we're going to do that is if we're going to make the change that needs and necessary to be done here in St. Martin. I'm sending a message to our brothers on the blocks. They seem to be lost, nowhere to turn, no one to listen to them. I'm saying no, this is not a lost situation. I'm saying I'm going to take, together with this party, each and every one of our brothers and give them another chance, because they so deserve that chance. Now, you may ask, how am I going to do that? It's very simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You get sponsorship. And you take each and every one of them and you give them an opportunity to take a skill. A skill whereas they could tell you, or they could tell themselves how much they want to make, and not to rely on minimum wage. You have people out there who are handicraft, who are capable. We have people that are very gifted here in St. Martin. However, they're not recognized. Everything we sell on the market says St. Martin, that does not come from St. Martin. It's time we give these people an opportunity. We give working moms an opportunity, whereas they can sit at home and make their craft. All what we need to do is provide an outlet. And it's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. We have to diversify our markets. We can't just be looking in the United States to see if we can get tourists, because everybody wants the tourists. We have to look, we have to take different avenues. We have to go to Germany. We have to take away a so-called off-season that I grew up with all my life. That has no benefit to none of us, which is a shame. Because by now, with all the politics that have been done here in St. Martin, this could have been changed a long time ago.